Good morning, everyone. Let's take a couple deep breaths as we center ourselves. Let's expand our solar plexus energy. Make it as big as you know directions. Now make it 6 feet bigger in you know directions. Always make sure that you're not getting into somebody else's space and somebody else is not getting into your space. And if that's the way it is, just make it 3 feet around you. Don't have to go 6. I like to go 6. I like to expand a little bit. How's your beautiful body doing? How are you doing? How's your mental body doing? I should ask. Physical, we're going through some challenges. Mental is, we have to also work on the mental. How are you doing mentally? We're approaching the end of January. Are you on target for what you want to accomplish? This month went just really fast, didn't it? As we go day to day, maybe it's slow, but as when we look back, it's like we're already at the end of the month. And we only got 11 months left to this year. And are you in the timeline where you want to be? Have you accomplished what you needed to accomplish for January? And everywhere you're feeling guilty that you haven't, will you let that go now? Everywhere you're feeling shame that you didn't accomplish what you should have accomplished, what you could have accomplished, will you let that go now? And everything else that you're feeling that you shouldn't, you couldn't, you wouldn't, that you mustn't, all those thoughts, feelings, emotions, judgments, and excuses as to why you didn't do what you should have done. Will you let that go now? Right. See, unless you fall into that one space, you give yourself permission to be who you are and who you want to be, and you get into that flow. It feels like everything is hard. And then we come up with excuses, and the excuses, it's for everybody else. Because deep down inside of us, we know the truth. And then when you're by yourself, when you're thinking as to why you're not where you are, where you haven't accomplished, you start feeling guilty, shame, all that. So what if you could ask yourself, what is the value of being where you are? What is the value of not taking the next step? What value does that bring you to stay where you are? Because there's got to be a value. There's nothing that as humans do or don't do that has no value to us. And the value could be as simple as, I'm in pain right now where I am, but if I take the next step, I'll be in bigger pain. I'd rather stay with my pain. Thank you very much. Yeah. So ask yourself, what value am I getting out of this? And change is scary. Not going to lie to you on that one. Change is scary. Do you think a silkworm is not scared when out of nowhere he has to make a cocoon and close himself off in it? And then, can you imagine what's like being in a cocoon, in a silk cocoon, where you no longer see the light? And then you go to sleep. The worm might think that it's dying, but it doesn't know that he's just got to rest so that his body can go through the transformation and make itself into a butterfly, where after he grows wings, he can go and see a bigger world than before. He can see the beauty of color other than just where he was feeding on. He can go to different flowers. He can go high up in the air. He can surf the air waves. So what are you cutting yourself out of by staying where you are? And everything that you said you wanted to experience. What is your desire to experience that now? Has that been put aside? Are you no longer interested in that? If you're not, it's okay. What are you interested in now? Maybe it's time to revise that list. And it's your choice. You can change at any time you want to. This is you to you. Nobody has to judge. Nobody is judging you. Nobody is keeping track of it. It's all you to you. It's all about what you want to experience, what you want to create. The worm in the cocoon, he had to give up being what it was because the energies, nature, forced him, and he became a butterfly. If your purpose in life is like the cocoon, like the silkworm, the energies are going to come. They're going to just take you with, and you won't have a choice. Just like the silkworm. But now that you have a choice, choose, act, become. And everything starts with asking yourself, What is the benefit of not moving forward? What is the benefit of staying here where I am? So for all, take a look at all 6 pillars of your life. You, your health, your well-being, your finances, your relationship, your business or career, your purpose in life. Are you comfortable where you are in all areas? You cannot pay more attention to one than the others because it all goes together. Are you comfortable where you are? Are you comfortable with what you've done in January? Have you looked at what February's target is? Because February is the day after tomorrow. And don't forget, there are never any accidents. Nothing ever happens. Everything is co-created by you and Source. How do you like that partnership? You being a partner with Source. Yeah, you can call Source's attention and say, hey, buddy, hey, partner, we need to get to our targets. How does it get any better? That you have Source as your partner to accomplish your goals. You're not alone. Have a conversation with him. Universe, creator of all that is, this is our goals, our targets for February. What would it take for you and I to work on this together? What would it take for you to give me the signals when I have to take action? Let's get it done. Universe, we worked in January towards our goals, our targets, but we accomplished half of what we should have. What would it take for us to fully accomplish it in February? I command that this be done. Thank you. So talk to your partner. Relationships. It's about relationships. And with that, let's take a couple deep breaths as we come back to the present. And when you're ready, rub your hands together. Rub your face and open your eyes.